Wagwan my people. You don't know simulate with a vlog name. It's not really my thing, but me I try. Anyways, this video is all about Starlink. I had 9 days in Jamaica and I decided I wanted to switch from the weak internets in my lane and put up a Starlink because we needed something stronger. Anyways, this video is really to give a little bit more information on how the process is and also to share my experiences with you. I hope you enjoy. I'll see you later.
Artificial intelligence.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my vlog. If this is your first time, my name is Jody Wright and this video is basically going to be on Starlink. So I did purchase Starlink for the first time and I actually wanted to share my experience with it, so that others who are looking forward to purchase Starlink from Jamaica basically knows what the next steps are, or to even know about the cost, the shipping process, the installation process. So I thought it would be really nice to upload a video and to share my experience. So throughout this video I'm actually going to share a video of the website that I went on to order the Starlink, and some parts of it you're not going to really see me put my personal information in, but I will speak over the video so that you can understand what's happening throughout the entire process. So I hope you enjoy. So the first thing I did is I kind of did my research a bit. So I watched a bunch of different YouTube videos, but honestly, collectively, I didn't really get all the information I needed. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna search on the whole place and see if I can find some information about installing this thing, right? My first time. So I ended up just Googling, YouTubing, and then I figured out how the entire process went, and it was not easy at all. Okay, so first things first is I basically went on to the browser and I typed in starlink.com. Now this is kind of like very easy, this part. So basically the area that you live in Jamaica, you're going to type that in. And one thing about it is you have to be super specific, because as you can see I typed Kingston in and there's plenty of different Kingstons around the world. So I had to be very specific. I had to go back and type Kingston, Jamaica. Now I'm not from Kingston, Jamaica, but this is just an example that I'm using, right? So once you're specific with location, you select it. Once it's selected, then you hit order now, and then it takes you to a different screen. Now, one thing I did forget to mention is that there's one for personal and there's one for business. So I did choose the personal because this is for my personal home in Jamaica. So the next step is once you get to this screen, you can actually see the different prices, right, for the personal. So they have the hardware, which is the standard actuated price, which is 54,400, and then you actually have a refurbished price for a lower amount, of course, but I went with the new one. I don't know why. I just feel like I like to buy things when it's brand new, because anything can happen with a refurbished one, right? So I went ahead and I purchased the one that's brand new. Now the thing with this is there's so many different options that you can pay with. You have well, not so many. You have Apple Pay, right? And then you have the direct card that you can actually put the information in. So once you click that, you're going to put your information in: your first name, your last name, your phone number, and your email. Now once you get to this point, mine is set up a little bit different. It's going to tell you to put all your information in, and of course you're going to put all of it in, But be very specific with your address, because even if a Bakabush you live, you can't put it. And the reason why I say that is because I tested it out. I used an address in Kingston and I ended up having to change it to my personal address. And one of the reasons why I did Kingston is because I was very, very scared it was going to ship to Bakabush, right? So that was my reason for that. Now, Backenbush for me is living in a lane where there's no main road. So basically, I live in an area, I not even think the lane have a name. And I was joking about this on social media the other day, but I'm dead serious. It doesn't have a name. I literally live in the bush. So when I put the address in, I realized that it depends on the area that you live in. So if you're in Montego Bay and you order a Starlink, it's going to ship to the nearest DHL, right? If you live in Kingston and you hit the ship button, it's going to go to the nearest DHL. So I live in St. Catherine and it directed me to the DHL in Kingston. So just in case people were confused about that, worried about, when I order this thing, where is it going to go? Is it going to come directly to my door or whatever the case may be? That can actually happen. But me, I always want to be on the safe side. So when they actually gave me the shipping number, I went on DHL.com, found the number for the Kingston location. I called and they gave me directions on how to change it on the back end on the website. So I took the tracking number, I went onto the website and I actually changed the delivery option. So I opted for picking up the item versus delivering it to my door. Now, one question I wanted to ask somebody when I was putting this thing together and I didn't have anybody to ask is, how can I get into the Starlink website, creating an account so I can see what them sell or what the back end look like or whatever it is that they have listed, so I can pick and choose what I want. So let me tell you, there's no way for you to get in that website unless you purchase something. So once you purchase the Starlink and any other accessories that goes with the Starlink, then automatically your account is created. Now once you get in there, you will have the opportunity to see all the other items that Starlink sells, right? So when I purchased the Starlink, I was told to buy an adapter as well, and it was quite pricey. But it's very helpful for people who have security cameras at their home and they need that outlet. It's not really an outlet, I don't even know what to call it, but it's you plug the wire in the back and you fit everything together for the cameras to work. Trust me, I had to pay somebody to get it done, so I don't even know what it's called. But you're going to need an adapter if you plan to attach additional items to the modem. Is it called a modem? I don't even know. That spaceship looking thing. Anyways, I'm actually going to do a screen recording so you can actually see what I'm talking about. And also, it is the same website that you would use to pay for your monthly usage. So I'll show you that as well. So I don't have to stay with me because 10 tour no one, right? But something also crossed my mind. So one other thing that I was thinking about regarding the delivery of the Starlink is, if you live in America and you're actually going to Jamaica to set this thing up on your home, but you ordered it and it reached before time, because honestly I had no idea this thing would have gotten there that fast. So it got there too early and I wasn't there to pick it up. So I called the DHL in Kingston and they told me that I just have to change the delivery, I guess, the way how I wanted the item to be delivered, and I would have to write a letter on the behalf of myself, of course, send it to the person that's going to actually pick up the item, and they would show up with their ID to pick up that item on your behalf. So you can also do that as well, but make sure to pick somebody when I can trust. It's not like if them gone with it, them can't use it, because it has to be activated from your Starlink account. So that's another thing that I love about Starlink. So what you're currently looking at is the back end of the shop. Now when you actually get the Starlink, you do get a few items in there. You get the 75 feet cable, you get the router, you get the stand that it's supposed to go on. I don't remember the name of it right now, but honestly it all depends on how your roof is, because some people just literally screw it on top of the roof, or they already have a pole. So it comes with a 75 feet cable, but honestly it depends on the length, right, from the roof to the first or second floor, however your house is situated, for you to get a cable that's long enough. Now this is the Ethernet adapter that I was telling you about. If you have cameras, security cameras, and you know the NVR, there is an additional cable in the back that you have to plug that into the adapter. You will be needing one of these. Now as you can see, the price 9,700 Jamaican dollars, of course. And if you scroll down all the way to the bottom, they have additional accessories that you can also purchase if you're interested. Okay, so this is the house that you're looking at. We installed this on top of this roof. We had little to no issue installing this. No, I did not install it myself, and I really didn't get the time to do a video because it was all the way up on the roof, and honestly that day I don't think I was feeling well, but it was very simple to install. The only thing is we have to take into consideration that Jamaican homes are built a little bit differently. So it's not like the houses in the US, right? It's made of concrete, so the walls are thick, the floors are thick. So you're probably going to need a Wi-Fi extender. No, I have a deco or deco, I don't know what it's called. I think I purchased this from Sam's Club for about $125. It comes with 3 in there. I ended up using 1 in my home in the US, and I'm actually planning on taking the other 2 to Jamaica. So in total there's 3 in the box. Again, you will need a Wi-Fi extender depending on how your house is situated. If you have a first floor, you're still probably gonna need it because the walls are thick, made of concrete, right? So you might want to look into that as well. The other thing I was talking about is when you activate it in your account, you will be charged for the first month's fee. Yes, so I was charged $7,000. I was super shocked because honestly I thought you had to use it for a whole month in order to get billed, but I got billed immediately once I activated everything. So do look out for that. Now I hope this video was helpful. I know I never did I show too much, but I promise you when I got the package, but it opened it already, there was just so much going on when I was in Jamaica. I literally had about 9 days and I felt like I was going crazy. But I said I had to make this video for those who needed additional information. If you have any questions at all for me, you can definitely send me a DM on Instagram at I am Jody Wright. All right. Now, if you haven't subscribed as yet, I'm asking you to kindly subscribe, leave a comment, share this video, give me some feedback, and have a wonderful day.